Good morning, Billy.
Good morning, Steely. How are we?
Yeah, really good, thank you. Good to finally get you tied down to a hangout. I've been asked to speak to several people. Jim Moore being top of the list. There were people clamouring to hear from Jim, so that was an interesting hangout the other day. But I've had a number of people say, you need to speak to Bill Bailey as well. So here we are. Great. Welcome to your Hoppers hangout.
Great.
Did we find you at home this morning, Billy? Are you working from home?
Yeah, I'm working from home. My life's changed. Yeah, I work from home now 4 days a week and work in the office 1 day. So it's
really?
Big change for me. Big change.
Are you enjoying it?
I enjoyed it initially. I enjoyed the initial challenge of it all, but now it's becoming a little bit like Groundhog Day. So I think we're probably all in the same boat, really. We just need to get out now, don't we? And anyway, the pub's open on Saturday, so that should help us all a lot.
Have you managed to book yourself a table at Hopper at the social distance?
No, I haven't. So unfortunately for me, which makes it a bit awkward because I've got 4 kids, that's 6. That takes up a table, and we've got some friends coming over from West Sussex this weekend. So I'm not going to rush in this weekend, but certainly we're going to use the Hoppers a lot, and I hope a lot of the whole members of the club are going to really support it. I know they've done really well this Saturday. Well done, Richard Ellis, for all your incredible work that you've had to organise because of COVID-19 and all the regulations. He's done a super job. So hopefully we'll all support it and get the club back on there, get back running again.
I think they will, and I was speaking to Andrew Donovan yesterday. He said they've been inundated with people trying to book and stuff, so that's good. Correct. And I know that we've got some of the senior players actually a week on Saturday. Look like they've taken 6 tables.
Brilliant, good lads.
So that should be a good social for them.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, good lads. Yeah, that's exactly what we need. We just need everybody to hopefully enjoy yourself, but also just support the club that we've. That's looked after us for so many years. And it's a time where we all really need to support the club big time. It's tough times ahead.
I think you're right. We will come on to the senior sides, actually, Billy, in a little while, because I spoke to Corey Wallace and Jason Shadwell on a hangout last week. That's due to come out at some point. And, they've got some interesting ideas. It'll be interesting to know what you think about that from your point of view. So, Billy, you're our chairman of Rugby.
Yes, I am.
What does it mean?
Well, the roles changed tremendously over the years. So I remember, I think Chesney rang me 15 years ago. I just finished playing first team rugby and said, Billy, do you fancy being chairman of rugby for 3 months? And I said, yeah, go on then. What does it entail? I didn't really know. I was in the car at the time. I said, yeah, go on then. And 15 years later, I'm still... So initially, it involved doing everything because I think the club lost its way a little bit initially, certainly going through the professional era. So I was doing the raffle down to going out on a Saturday morning, buying the bottles to do the raffle, to doing as much as I could just to get the club back on track. But now we've got a fantastic setup with people like yourself, Gareth Dyer. There's so many. Luffy running the chairman of rugby section. Not chairman of rugby, what's he? I don't know what he is, Luffy.
Does he not run the rugby management committee?
Rugby management committee, yes. So the thing is, my main responsibility is really helping Gareth and Arnie if they need any help. I don't get involved in rugby because I don't profess to know enough about it. Then I manage the budget and make sure that we don't overspend and make sure we're within budget. So unfortunately, I'm probably, not many people probably like me because I'm a person who usually says no. I try and say yes now and again, but, unfortunately, you've got to keep within budget continually to make sure the club stays on track. And then my other job that I try to do is try and help with sponsorship. So I'm going to really try and push with sponsorship, which is going to be a tough ask over the 12, 18 months, but it's something that's very important for the financial aspects of the club.
I think you're right, but I think one of the hallmarks of Hoppers, Billy, the way that we cut our cloth accordingly every year. And you know, we don't overspend, do we? We're very sensible around how we facilitate rugby, not just for the men's first 15, but right across the broad spectrum of our senior sides, women's team, hosting the Typhoons now as well. So you've got a multifaceted role there with lots to do. How do you juggle it all, Billy, with being a dad and obviously working full time?
Well, I suppose really, and I don't profess to do a huge amount now. I think I'm pretty good at delegating. I think as you get older, you learn to delegate a little bit better. So
is that why I'm so busy?
It might look like I've done a load of work, but in actual fact, I probably haven't. I might together. And fortunately, as I say, we've got some brilliant volunteers now. As you say, the ladies' side, Typhoons, all the senior sides have really gone from strength to strength over the last 2 or 3 years. So I think there's just a lot of really good people involved. And if I need any answers, any questions answering by the management committee, I just go and ask those people, and I usually get the information together. So, you know, at one stage I was spending a lot of time trying to help the club, and now it's probably 4 or 5 hours a week. That's all it is. So it's not a huge commitment compared to what it was.
From speaking to, I spoke to Lawrence from the Typhoons and Emma Pooley from the women's first 15 captain, and obviously, as I said, Jason and Corey. One of the themes that's running through what I'm hearing, Billy, doing these hangouts is that we are bringing more people back into the game, and you know the women's team have got high numbers now, over 40 players will train regularly. The Typhoons standing start with the 3 or 4 on that first night. There's regularly now over 40. Corey and Shaddy were saying there's over 100 chaps now looking to play rugby on a Saturday. And one of the interesting things that came out of that chat is they are hopeful, and it's hopeful in inverted commas, but maybe bringing the 6-15 back. You know, and things like that is wonderful to hear, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And you know, it's. I think what we're going to find from going through this pandemic is that what we're basically going to happen is we're going to find that a lot of people are going to. We did lose, and I think all clubs did lose volunteers and lost people who, unfortunately, became a culture, and it is no fault of anybody, but I just think general society. We became a culture of wanting money for doing jobs. And now I do honestly believe that people, sorry, I think it rung me. I do honestly believe now people are wanting to look after the club that's looked after them. And, you know, everybody's working so hard, and it's incredible the numbers that we are getting. And we've got to support that. I've got to support that, not financially sometimes, you know, but we've got to support them, you know, making them feel a little bit wanted by doing lots of little things. Not necessarily that cost the club money, because in the next 2 years, obviously the club needs to be smart with how they spend the money. We really do. So, you know, we really do need to, sorry, I just need to end that.
Hopefully the technology's not got the better of Bill. We could do with like a musical interlude for the interview shortfall.
Give me.
Well, look, you're a busy man. So, Billy, with regard to Hopper's future, we obviously want to play a prominent role in the sporting life of Preston as a city. How do you see our future, Bill?
Yeah, so I think our challenges as Hoppers is we are in Martin Hothersall, who me and him have a love-hate relationship. He does a superb job making sure the club are financially sound, and it's a blooming challenge. So, but we obviously do want to be. We've got relegated, which has been a bit of a nightmare for the club. So we do want to be in National 2. Without a doubt, as a club, that's where we've got to be, because the size of the club we are and the quality of that league that it's going to be, we do need to go up this next year. So it's just balancing it between trying to go for the younger lads and develop the younger lads, but also making sure we go up. So it's going to be a real balancing act, that of, and once we get in that league, we need to keep our costs under control and not let them spiral. Which we've looked through all our costs now, and we are going to save costs definitely over the next 12, 18 months by being a bit more prudent. It's times like this that you do start to look at, what we're probably wasting money on, to be honest.
Yeah, good. And, I speak to Gareth, and it's just gone out his hangout, and he talks on there about the very robust, honest dialogue that he's had with Arnie with regard to where we need to be as a club. But as you quite rightly say, we want to try and do this with a mixture of Hoppers boys as well, which is which is a big thing for us as a club.
Yeah, we lost a little bit of focus on that, and that was all our fault, really. So it's something that we do need to get back to, because it's pointless having a superb mini section, and then by having a superb mini section, they go off and benefit all the other clubs around the northwest. So it's something
there is something exciting about it when a first team player emerges and he's been a mini junior. There's something that tells you that the pathway works. Yeah,
and it is. And the other thing as well is not only that, you've got proud parents who've seen the child grow up all the way through from minis all the way up to senior rugby, and you've got them standing on the sideline having watched them at the age of 6 playing in the first team, and that's really what it's all about. But I suppose you can only play them if they're good enough. We can't just keep, there's a certain balance, and we are looking to really, really go up this next year. We have to, we have to, we do want to be going up. So there's going to be a big emphasis and a push on that. Good.
And what I want to finish on, Billy, is a bit of a question really around your thoughts around Hoppers more than anything. You're a player with a distinguished career, and you've been chairman of rugby now for 15 years. You played rugby up and down the country, friends all over the globe, actually, haven't you, through the game of rugby? And in Hoppers, we have this saying, don't we, around once a Hopper, always a Hopper. We talk about it being a special club. What makes it a special club, Bill, in your opinion?
Well, I hope we keep this going because, of course, when you look back at I'm very fortunate in a generation whereby we had the strollers. So the strollers, to me, brought everything about rugby together, where they were very clever in what they did. So around my age group, really, and between the 40s and 50s age group, it was what they actually did was they invited Colts onto their tours. That brought a brilliant togetherness. Now the strollers are still around, and in actual fact, some of them are trying to help us now get the club again with a few little. They're helping us look at a few action points, etc. So something like that, and also because there's been such a huge mini section, there's so many people that have played for Hoppers. If you look at even up to international standards, somebody in that probably in the England team will have been either a mini or a Hoppers player. So it's a huge, huge club. And Hoppers should be very proud of the amount of volunteers, the amount of people that put together to bring so much rugby to so many people. It is incredible when you think what we do. Incredible.
What a wonderful way to finish, Billy. And I think, more of the same going forward. But thank you so much for giving up some time today for your hangout. And I'm sure it'll go out, and I'm sure we'll get lots of good feedback around it. So it's nice to hear from those people that are part of the decision making at the club. So thank you, Billy, for this morning.
And well done you, Steely. You're doing a great job, mate. So there's another unsung hero. So well done yourself.
Perfect. Thank you.